Balls and 1 strike to Jax Ryan. It's 3-0 Oaks. Umland deals, and there's a fastball that hits the lower part of the strike zone. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, the Saints have put the Oaks in a very vulnerable position here. A 3-0 lead. No lead is safe, though, as the 0-2 on the way from Umland. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Going to second is Enright. He'll be safe. So a strikeout of Jax Ryan, but Trotter Enright steals second. So there's now 1 out, and now runners at second and third. And for Enright, that's his 3rd stolen base. Brings up Jacob Freer now. Second and third with 1 out. There's a fastball on the lower part of the zone.
Like it says you're live, but it's not actually on live. When I click live,
well, the Saints
back to that video.
Have 2 runners on with 1 out, and Jacob Freer looks to bring a runner to fish at 1 in the dirt. Fish at 1 in the dirt. So Umland up to the stream after putting 2 runners on with no bird. Freer looks to bring a runner or 2 home, or 3. He gets a piece of that one. He did go fishing for that one again, as Umland really utilizing that lower part of the strike zone. Well, the Saints had the outs for Alex Umland. And that's huge now. Second and third with 2 outs as Cody Turner, the designated hitter. Comes up to bat, and Cody Turner, a 2-way player. We saw him pitch last time the Saints hosted the Oaks. He pitched 1 inning, allowed a couple runs. He's a rising junior at Lee University, where he's transferring after 2 years at Antelope Valley College, and he looks at one downstairs for a ball. Yeah, Cody Turner, we've seen him throw hard, and he can, in due time, he can be dangerous at the plate, as next pitch is swung on and missed.
Oh wait, it might be better. Mine's showing it, yeah.
Well, it's second and third with 2 outs, 1 ball and 1 strike. Cody Turner looking to pick up his batters that went down swinging, his teammates that went down swinging, as he looks at a ball downstairs. Well, that's a sign of some good pickup at the plate, and as the Saints learning, discovering their weaknesses against Umland so far of being those low pitches that they've been chasing.
On just the main page of YouTube with Oaks, it was there. So
2 balls and 1 strike.
is it the same link?
Yeah.
It's in the dirt.
Actually,
3 balls and 1 strike.
like what it should copy that.
Okay.
It's everything.
Well, there's 2 outs. It's a 3-1 count on Cody Turner. Hayward the third, Enright at second with 2 outs. Turner representing the tying run. And the 3-1 on the way. That one is fouled straight back. It's now a full count on Cody Turner. With runners at second and third, this would not be a situation where the runners would take off, because a ball 4 would leave the lead runner Hayworth of being vulnerable of caught stealing. Full count. Swung on and missed. So after the first two reach via hits, Alex Umland strikes out the side. And we now head to the second inning. It's still 3-0 Oaks, and the Saints blow an opportunity. We'll be right back. Three nothing Oaks as we enter the second inning, and we apologize if you're experiencing technical difficulties on your end. We certainly are on our end, and you know, we seem to be having a trouble with our stream link, as it seemed to have been cut off after perhaps half an inning or into the top of the first. But Brady Hewitt leads off the top of the second. He takes the ball downstairs. Luke Ballantyne in his second inning as Hewitt pops that one up shallow on the infield. The shortstop Enright is able to make the catch for the first out.
Yeah, and kind of got cut out in the top of the first inning where the Oaks had a 2-run shot by Tyler Hawley. It was also a pop-out RBI by Landon West. Made it a 3-0 game.
Here is Jax Jimenez getting the start in center field. Jimenez looks at a fastball strike on the inside corner. Well, last few games, Jimenez has been the starting center fielder. I did talk to head coach David Solis, and he said that Tommy Kenlinger should be back after tomorrow, as Jimenez takes one low and inside for ball one.
Yeah, as we've learned, Tommy Kenlinger celebrating some family or friend wedding this weekend, so taking time for the family and friends.
Jimenez takes one downstairs. Yeah, and likewise, the reason Landon West came in a little later into the season is because he was celebrating a family wedding. 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Jimenez grounds one to short. Trotter Enright throws to first in time for 6-3 putout. Now up is the right fielder, Isaac Veal. Isaac Veal, another guy who, seeing him step up more too. We saw just on this past Thursday, he hit a double.
Yeah, it was a well-hit ball by Veal.
That was just his 3rd hit of the season, as he takes one high that goes to backstop. Well, nice day in Pasadena. It was a little humid earlier today, but it's certainly a great ballpark for night games and baseball under the lights.
And if you hear the band behind us, that is not a paid band. They are just here at the Rose Bowl doing some festivities, not the exact clue what.
Takes one upstairs, and we were told also, or via speculation, that because they may be also using a lot of power to play their music, it can be harder to stream and use another power outlet with a lot of things going on. But glad to be able to stream live to you guys as 2-1 to Isaac Veal. Fastball, there's a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Veal. Ballantyne looking to rebound after his rough first inning, and he does. He strikes out Isaac Veal. That is his second strikeout of the day. And we now head to the bottom of the second, 3-0 Oaks when we return. Saints will come up to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. It's still a 3-0 lead for the Conejo Oaks. Now, we saw the Saints put 2 runners on with nobody out, including a runner on third. But then Umland would strike out 3 batters in a row. Talk about a comeback on the mound. Joey Milto leads things off, the right fielder for the Saints. First pitch, there's a fastball strike on the outer part of the plate. Well, Milto, so far on the season, batting .351. He's got 26 hits, including 4 home runs. A 1 offering is in the dirt for a ball. Well, Joey Milto, a rising senior at Bellarmine University, and as a junior this past season, he was recognized on the academic All-ASUN team. As that one misses downstairs for another ball.
Yeah, his 4 home runs is a team leading, and he's now second in the California Collegiate League as a whole in home runs with 4.
That one is chopped on the ground to short. Brady Hewitt will throw to first on a hop. A nice scoop on the receiving end by Nolan Johnson for the out. Well, really seems like the Saints are going for those low pitches from Umland, especially on a pretty fair frequency. And I think one thing they'll experience is they will have to adjust. And, we'll see kind of how the pitch sequence for Umland fares. I think after he allowed those 2 leadoff hits, he went to that more. Well, that'll bring up Jackson Reed for the Saints as he looks at a ball down and away.
Just recently joined the Arroyo Seco Saints. He played his first game on July 9th versus San Francisco Seagulls, only made 2 at-bats.
And he rips one into right field. Coming in is Veal. He'll have to play it on a couple hops. So the Saints with now their 3rd hit of the game as Jackson Reed loops a single to right field, and that would be just his 2nd of the season.
Yeah, just going back to Alex Umland real quick. I mean, that's one of the underrated parts when you look at a pitcher, just the mental toughness, right? You allow 2 leadoff hits pretty much, and then to come back and throw 3 straight strikeouts at that shows a lot of poise on the mound for just a rising sophomore at Oregon.
Brings up Levi Medella, the first baseman for the Saints. 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Looks at a fastball outside, 1-0. Medella, I've seen him play at first base as well as in the outfield occasionally. A rising redshirt sophomore at Shorter University. He redshirted his sophomore year in 2025. And he lines that one to right field. Coming in is Veal. He makes the catch. Throw to first. Pulls Nolan Johnson off the bag on a dive, and he almost came close to diving into the first base umpire.
Yeah, well, he needed to certainly make that dive, because if that ball got past, we probably would have seen Jackson Reed take off the second base. So, well, Reed is safe. Johnson with a secure catch. Yeah, really had to use all 6'6" there to make that play.
Well, that'll bring up J.J. Kinnett, the catcher for the Saints. 2 outs. There's a shot, just foul outside of first base bag.
And that ball does hit the first base umpire. Hits off his foot, but it was foul, so.
J.J. Kinnett, one of 3 catchers on the team for the Saints, including Johnny Garber and Matthew Maynard.
The live stream's just.
The 0-1.
I'm guessing it's because we're all like.
Misses downstairs for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike on Kinnett. Well, Saints looking to get back into the win column after their loss to the Waves yesterday. Their loss before that against the Santa Barbara Foresters on July 6th. 1 ball and 1 strike from Umland. Misses downstairs. It gets away from Galloway, and that allows Jackson Reed to get to second base. Well, sort of blanked for a second there to get that ball.
Yeah, kind of took his time to retrieve that ball. Maybe forgot that there was a base runner at first, and
yeah.
Jackson Reed takes advantage. Now his
it's a 2-1 count on Kinnett. Ground ball to third. Tyler Hawley comes in, throws to first in time. So the Saints get a hit, leave a runner stranded at second base, and we now head to the 3rd inning. 3-0 Oaks. We'll be back. Here we are in inning number 3, and the Oaks will come up to bat. It'll be the top of the order with Cade Falskin leading things off. He went down looking his first time up in the first. As the Oaks in their 3rd offensive inning against Luke Ballantyne. And Falskin shows bunt, and he goes through, and pitch was outside. Well, Cade Falskin, having relatively recently committed to San Luis Obispo, to play for the Mustangs. He rips that one out to right field, but right into the glove of Joey Milto for the first out.
Yeah, slowly finding his rhythm at the plate, and he's also made a few good defensive plays we saw yesterday. Made a few good plays on throwing the run, and another guy that's been doing that all season. We saw that final out right there from Tyler Hawley. He has been dominant at third base. You know, he's had errors here and there, but when he shines, he shines.
That'll bring up Jacob Galloway, who drew a walk and scored his first time around. He would score on a sac fly by West. First pitch from Ballantyne misses upstairs, and I think that's an example of how damaging a walk can really be from a defensive standpoint, because, you know, it doesn't seem like a big thing at first, but when you think about what follows after that, because if Galloway gets out and Johnson doubles, West would not be in a position to hit a sac fly. But Oak's able to, that's something they've done very well, take advantage of their opportunities overall. As he looks at a fastball on the outer part of the plate for a strike, and, you know, have they been perfect at it? No, but they've been a pretty consistent team, and, you know, showing why they have a lot of all-star and playoff caliber. Pitch on the way is ripped into left center field. That's in the gap and will head toward the wall. It's cut off by Jackson Reed, and Galloway is into second with a one-out double. Yeah, second time Galloway has reached base, this time via a hit.
Yeah, he's feeling it today, and he just jumped all over that pitch from Ballantyne. He left that up in the strike zone, and you can't do that with a guy like Galloway batting .324. Now his 23rd hit of the season, and yeah, that was a great piece of hitting. I mean, Galloway, what we've seen thus far at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field in 2 games is he really does love this field.
As evidenced by his long home run to right center last time here. Off speed in there for a strike to Nolan Johnson, who doubled his first time up and would score as well. He scored on the home run by Tyler Hawley.
It's the first 2 doubles that Ballantyne has allowed as a pitcher on the mound this season.
That one is fouled off to the left side, 0-2.
And you talk about the walks. Ballantyne is not a guy that usually has walked a lot of his opponents at the plate. Just 1 walk entering today's game, and then, yes, the Galloway walk in the first inning would be just his 2nd walk allowed.
Yeah, and he's not a lot of guy who gives up a lot of runs either, for that matter. He's allowed his first 3 so far today.
Yeah, so the Oaks put in early pressure, and you just have to think after a game like yesterday, and really the fashion you lose that game, you really want to come out here and make it a no-doubter. You know, you don't want to leave anything left on the table.
Not at all. Or make mistakes, really, because that was a costing factor. No balls, 2 strikes on Johnson with 1 out and a runner at second base. Ballantyne deals. And that one is fouled away, still 0-2 on Johnson. Well, Johnson, having recently committed to Duke University, as he was previously at University of Miami, came in a few weeks into the season, and he muscles one to right field, foul.
And Luke Ballantyne, a senior at Biola University, played and started in the 14 games that he appeared in. In 64 innings, he had 63 strikeouts. Walked 44, 43 earned runs.
Another 0-2. Johnson fouls off another. He's putting up a great at-bat against Ballantyne here, and, you know, something that the Oaks are doing well now, and we've seen them do well time and time again. Make the pitchers work, and as they do that, they get more experience and they learn how to adjust to pitches in various ways. He's had an 0-2 count for a while, and Galloway at second looking to come home in some way. 0-2. Strike 3 called right on the inside corner wall. That one sort of made Johnson buckle his knees, but caught the corner, and a good framing job by J.J. Cannett.
Yeah, and get this, Ballantyne always wanted to hit at Biola University, but the rule at Biola is that if you throw a shutout, the pitcher can hit at batting practice, and he was just a few outs away from allowing that to happen, but unfortunately got a run scored on him at Biola, so he wasn't able to do batting practice.
Pity. Well, here is Landon West, who is responsible for the first run the Oaks scored today. Takes a fastball downstairs. Well, West now 3 RBIs in the past 3 days.
Yeah, really finding his footing at the plate, and certainly another bat that the Oaks can use as we head towards the end of the season.
1 ball, no strikes. Ballantyne delivers. Off speed is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, yeah, Landon West with 4 RBIs on the season is, you know, before yesterday, his 2 others came on July 2nd against the San Diego Bombers. And the 1-1 on the way. Another strike, almost the same location on the inner part of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Landon West.
And you had mentioned it earlier, and it unfortunately got cut out, but he did have a, I would say, a super fan in the stands, someone that was a longtime Rice fan and alumni, came to watch just Landon West.
That one is fouled away. So still a 1-2 count on Landon West. West being part of last year's 2024 CCL Championship Conejo Oaks squad.
He's also the only Rice player in all of the California Collegiate League.
He's got some big representation on his shoulders. Has the 1-2. And West goes fishing for that one. Canet will throw down to first to complete the strikeout. Still a 3-0 ball game after 2.5 innings. We now head to the bottom of the 3rd. Stay tuned. Lane Hayworth back to the top of the order for the Arroyo Seco Saints. And looking at the batting order, Lane Hayworth led off, Trotter Enright second, Jax Ryan third. In the middle, Jacob Freer, Cody Turner, and Joey Milto, and Jackson Reed, Levi Medella, and J.J. Canet. It's the batting order for the Saints as looks at a ball downstairs. And defensively, you've got Alex Umland on the mound, Galloway behind the dish. At first base is Nolan Johnson, Falskin at second, Holly at third, Hewitt at short. As that one is fouled straight back. And in the outfield from left to right, it's Schwartz, Jimenez, and Veal.
Yeah, Jimenez has really filled in nicely for the most part in center field in the current absence of Tommy Kenlinger.
There's a strike on the outer part of the plate. It's going to be a 1-2 count now. Well, Hayworth, he doubled to right center field his first time up, which nothing became of.
Yeah, it's been back-to-back innings.
1-2, a swing and a miss. Nasty off-speed from Umland. Looked like a changeup there, and Umland with now his 4th strikeout and yet another low ball chaser for the Saints.
Yeah, it's a great pitch right there by Umland. Just knowing that Lane Hayworth wanted to chase right there, and yeah, got him with the low fastball.
That brings up Trotter Enright. He laid down a bunt single his first time up, and I thought that was certainly a huge momentum booster for the Saints as he grounds one to second. Falskin will throw him out at first for the second out. Yeah, when he bunted his last time up, I thought he was about to turn the tables, but then Umland, he turned the tables on the Saints in the inning, striking out 3 batters in a row.
Yeah, that's just that mental toughness I talked about earlier, and I think if there's any position you need it is the pitching position. I mean, you're all alone pretty much on that mound for the 4 or 5 innings, and it is you versus the batter, but it's really you versus you. You got to, find that control within yourself, and if you can do that, you could be productive on the mound, and Umland certainly showed that in that first inning and has kind of continued to roll on here in the 3rd.
It's a swing and a miss from Jax Ryan. Well, Ryan, he went down via way of the K his first time up. He's the starting 3rd baseman for the Saints. As the 0-1 misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Well, the Saints today wearing white Pasadena jerseys with a rose at the top of the A letters, representing neighboring Rose Bowl. There's a strike on the inner part of the plate. I like to think that Jackie Robinson Memorial Field is next door to the...
Some sweet jerseys that they are wearing.
Quite glam, I might say. The 1-2. That's in the dirt, and it's now... Oh, looks like that got him.
Yeah, I don't know if that maybe hit off him after hitting off the dirt. It didn't really look too much like the ball made contact with the player.
Yeah, I didn't think so either, but I don't know.
I guess it just maybe hit off his foot, but interesting call from the ump.
That'll bring up Jacob Freer. He also went down swinging his first time up. The 3 strikeout column consisted of Ryan Freer and Turner. Cody Turner waits on deck, and here's Jacob Freer, the second baseman, with 2 outs. Line drive over the head of Holly, down the left field line. Schwartz will cut the ball off on his way to 3rd, and safe is Jax Ryan, and so Saints threatened with 2 outs on a single by Jacob Freer with 2 outs.
Yeah, it was a good piece of hitting. Just a little bit above the head of Tyler Hawley as he wasn't able to get upstairs and make the play, and it just ran along that left field line as Jake Schwartz had to collect pretty much in foul territory. He made a good attempt with his throw at 3rd base, but Jax Ryan certainly has got the wheels. He has 8 stolen bases. While that wasn't a stolen base, he certainly has the ability to turn it on when he's on the bags, and just did just that.
Well, that brings up Cody Turner with runners on 1st and 3rd. 2 outs, almost the same story as the first inning. First pitch is downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Well, this is the second inning where we've seen the Saints in a situation where they have 2 on and 2 outs. Of course, in the first inning, it was when they put their first 2 guys on. Now they've put 2 on with 2 outs. 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. 1-0 to Turner. Umland deals. Fastball misses outside. It's 2-0 on Turner, and I have to wonder if we'll see Cody Turner on the mound today, as we saw him take the mound in the 3rd inning the last time these teams played each other. And there was a discussion from head coach David Solis. It was quite lengthy about the rule check on that. As that one misses downstairs. It's now 3-0 on Turner.
Yeah, it even brought out the official rule book that had to be talked with between the players and the coaches. And that was actually Cody Turner's debut for the Arroyo Seco Saints.
3-0. There's a fastball that hits the lower part of the zone for a strike. And you may be able to hear some wind music on the stream, and that is coming from the Rose Bowl. 3 balls and 1 strike. I must say, it's quite dramatic. There's a pickoff throw to first. It's almost as if there might as well be music playing just at the field while the game action is happening.
Yeah, it reminds me of good old college football, especially with the Rose Bowl right there.
Oh, yeah. Three balls and one strike. Umland delivers. Turner fouls it off, and so for the second time in a row, Cody Turner has found himself in a full count.
Yeah, big opportunity right here from Umland. We've seen it now back-to-back innings. Just that toughness, especially now in a situation where runners at the corner, an opportunity to really dig in and leave a few more guys stranded.
Full count. Freer will be running. There he goes. The 3-2 is fouled off to the left side, and Cody Turner with a nice stay-alive swing. That pitch was on the upper outer part of the plate, and he was able to get it off the end of the bat. Good swing. Good defensive swing there from Turner. So still a full count, and again, Freer will be running. Ryan is the runner at third. Another 3-2. There goes Freer, and another foul ball. So Cody Turner getting his money's worth against Umland. Obviously, he's not happy about the result from his last at-bat.
Yeah, putting up a good fight. The junior who's committed to Lee University, spent 2025 at Antelope Valley College. Played in 41 games.
3-2 pitch. There goes Freer. And we'll reset and do it again as Turner fouls that one into the dirt.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked right here if Umland goes to something low, whether it's his changeup or fastball. And it seemed to work on a few Saints players already today, and you know Cody Turner is antsy at the plate to get a hit, so might as well make him chase for one.
Full count with 2 outs. 3-2 from Umland. There goes Freer, a swing and a miss. So Turner goes down swinging for the second time, and Umland with his 5th strikeout. We now head to the 4th inning. We are a third of the way through this game. Stay tuned.
Is number 7, Tyler Hawley.
Here we are now in the 4th inning. We welcome you back to the broadcast. If you're just joining us, I'm Sammy Fawn alongside Judo Kanyas, and Tyler Hawley leads things off in the 4th inning. He hit a 2-run bomb his first time up, and unfortunately, our technical difficulties we've been experiencing may have cut that part out of the stream. So Hawley leads off against the new pitcher for the Saints, Tyler Herges, and he looks at a ball. Or no, that's a strike that catches the lower part of the zone. Well, Tyler Herges making his 7th pitching appearance of the season. He has started 2 games, as there's a fastball in the lower part of the zone. Well, Tyler Herge is an incoming rising redshirt senior at Azusa Pacific. As Holly takes one low and outside, Tyler to Tyler. Well, Herge is redshirted his freshman year at APU. His redshirt junior year this past season, he went 0-1 in 10 appearances, made 1 start. And Holly fouls that one right off the umpire, and we'll just hope he's okay. It looks like he is.
Herges with a 2-0 record and a 4.84 ERA. It's actually the 3rd time he's faced the Oaks this summer. He got one of his 2 wins back on June 17th, and an 8-0 win. Was the starting pitcher, one of his 2 starts of the season.
There's a line drive, base hit to right field by Holly. Milto's got a long run to get it. He is able to get it in enough time to keep Holly at first, but Tyler Holly is now 2 for 2 on the day.
That's a good piece of hitting as Holly continues to have a productive day at the plate. It's now his first hit against Tyler Herges and 2 at-bats.
That now brings up Jake Schwartz for the Oaks. So Holly at first now with nobody out here. The 4th inning, Schwartz bunts it foul. That ball was never in fair territory.
Yeah, pretty much out from the moment he hit it and skidded all the way to the pretty much dugout of the Saints.
Tyler Herges played high school ball at Notre Dame Prep in Scottsdale, Arizona under head coach Brian Fisher. The 0-1. Misses up and away for a ball, 1-1. Well, Tyler Herges, the son of a former Major League Baseball player, Matt Herges, who had a 13-year professional career. He was in the organizations of the Dodgers, Expos, Padres, Giants, Diamondbacks, Marlins, Rockies, and now called the Guardians, after he played college ball at Illinois State. And Schwartz swings and misses through that one. He's now got a 2-2 count.
Yeah, he was 1 team away from pretty much getting all the Infinity Stones of the NL West teams. But I get it. I wouldn't want to play for the Padres.
Yeah. 2-2 on the way. Strike 3 called right on the outside corner. 1 gone. Of course, it's interesting you mentioned, I mean, it was a different time, but Padres, you know, the fan base and the competitive nature that they have built just over these past few seasons, it's been quite interesting to see the way the team and the organization has developed.
Yeah, being in LA, the Dodger-Padres series has certainly become exciting every time they match up.
First pitch is a strike on the lower inner part of the zone to Brady Hewitt. He popped out his first time up. Time is called. And it appears that Canet has something in his eye.
Yeah, maybe some dust.
Could have been. So no balls and 1 strike on Hewitt. Tyler Holly at first base. 1 gone in the top of the 4th. The 0-1. Misses a little bit low for ball 1. Nice framing job there by Canet. Brady Hewitt has certainly been a strong contact guy for the Oaks. Pops that one up right side in foul territory, but it will fly out of play into the bleachers on our side.
And it's actually interesting that you mentioned the Pasadena jerseys that they wear. The building that's actually behind left field is where they build some of the Rose Parade floaties.
1-2 misses in the dirt. It's now an even 2-2 count on Brady Hewitt. Hewitt batting 162 on the season. He's got 12 hits, and he takes one inside. It's now a full count on Hewitt. Well, Hewitt, he's also made a couple pitching appearances this season, including June 25th against the Saints, and on June 29th on the road in that brutal 11-3 loss against the Riptide, and he takes one in the dirt for ball 4. So it's now 2 on with 1 out, and that will bring up Jax Jimenez. Jimenez representing his school, University of Oregon, with the green shin guard and arm protector. So 1 out, and the first pitch is high and outside off speed for a ball, and Canet will hustle out to the mound to talk to Tyler Herges.
Yeah, just going back to the top of the, I should say the bottom of that 3rd inning, you know, Alex Umland's done a really good job in just dealing with the traffic that he's been, you know, dealt through a hit pitch and a single that he allowed in the 3rd inning. And he had runners at the corners there. He's had a runner at second base, and back in the 1st, he also had a runner on 2nd and 3rd and has worked through all of that. So he's continued to show up, and the Oaks can add even more comfort here for him.
1-0. Swung on and missed. Very quick swing there by Jimenez to even the count at 1. Oaks ahead by 3 runs after they had scored 3 in the 1st inning. 2 of those runs coming off the 2-run home run by Holly. 1-1. Misses low for ball 2, and Holly, you know, he's homered in back-to-back games. That can be a tough feat. It is a tough feat to accomplish in college summer ball, or in college in general, really. Two one is grounded to the right side. It's foul. It's an even 2-2 count on Jimenez. Jimenez, another guy on the Oaks with a home run this season. Two balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. 2-2 on the way. A swing and a miss. So Tyler Herges now with his 2nd strikeout of this game. And that'll bring up Isaac Veal for the Oaks, who was also a strikeout victim his first time up.
Yeah, we already talked about it, but he certainly showed off his power when he hit a double. That was really one of the best swings we've seen from Veal all season. Someone that has been up and down at the plate.
2 out. Looks at a ball outside. Well, Veal has also had an opportunity to show off his arm last Sunday against Philippine Baseball Group as he threw a 1-hop strike after catching a fly ball to nail Javen Boxa at the plate. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. A little bit of a late swing there by Veal. Evens the count at 1.
Yeah, he's someone that really embodies what the Oaks are about when it comes to just team baseball, doing the little things, whether it's pinch running, making the throw from outfield. It's not all about the home runs.
A strike that catches the middle inner part of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Isaac Veal. Two on with 2 out. Holly and Hewitt the runners. The 1-2. Misses outside. It's now an even 2-2 count. The Saints, they've certainly had an up and down season. They've got a very close record as they're now behind the Orange County Riptide. They were ahead of them for a while. That one is launched out to right field. Coming in is Milto, and he is able to make a sprinting catch to strand a couple runners. So now we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-0 Oaks. We will be right back. Saints will come up to bat here in the bottom of the fourth. They trail by 3 runs against the Oaks. They've yet to score in this game. Joey Milto will lead things off for the Saints in the bottom of the fourth inning. Well, we've seen identical top of the order sequences in terms of the batter faced in the first and third innings, with 5 batters in the inning and first 5 in innings 1 through 3. Milto looks at a fastball outside, 1-0. He grounded out to short his first time up.
Yeah, he comes into this game working on a 5-game hitting streak, batting .351 this season.
And he fouls that one away. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, Joey Milto, we've seen him do damage at the plate. Also, we've seen him shine in the outfield with his range. Speed as he tracks the ball, as he takes the fastball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, back on July 8th against the San Diego Bombers, he went 1 for 4, including a home run. Fouls that one straight back. He also hit a home run the game before that he played with the Saints against the Santa Barbara Foresters on the road. It was an 8-7 loss for the Saints on July 6th against the Foresters. Ground ball to the right side and foul.
Yeah, last time he played the Oaks, he had 5 at-bats, had 2 hits, 2 runs. Was also struck out 3 times in a 10-7 loss.
He fouls that one away. Count is still 2-2 on Joey Milto. Milto has played 10 games for the Saints this season, batting .351. 2-2 on the way. Strike 3 called. Nice location from Alex Umland, and strikeout number 6 for the right-hander.
Yeah, it's now back-to-back strikeouts, including that 3rd inning-ending strikeout. And yeah, man, he continues to find his place in the strike zone. And I think the big question for the Oaks is really going to see who comes on from the bullpen. We've seen a few times really strong pitching performances, but then bullpen can struggle.
Slow roller to the right side. Falskin coming in. Gloves to first. In time. What a play by Cade Falskin, as it was a slow roller hit by Jackson Reed, and Falskin had to totally rely on his glove for the flip, and he's able to pull it off. What a play.
Yeah, that was a sweet play right there from the second baseman. You know, the quick decision making right there, the fast base running by Jackson Reed. Yeah, pretty much flipped it through his glove. Wasn't too far away from Nolan Johnson, but a difficult play nonetheless.
Levi Medella now the batter against Umland with 2 outs. Takes the fastball downstairs for a ball. Levi Medella, so far in the season, batting .318. He takes one low and away. Medella, 27 hits on the season. On yesterday's game against the Waves, he went 1 for 4 with an RBI. And he fouls off that low pitch from Umland into the dirt. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. JJ Canet waits on deck. He already has his knee pads on. There's leg protection in anticipation of the chance of this inning ending with Medella, as he takes one high and outside for ball 3. 3-1 on Medella. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. 3-1. That misses inside. It's a 2-out walk to Levi Medella.
Number 6, JJ
Yeah, good patience by Mandela, not really chasing anything. Seen a few Saints be victim of kind of those outside ball and low balls from Alex Umlin, but they're right there. Levi Mandela stays patient, and it pays off. Now a mound visit with Alex Umlin and Jacob Galloway as the bottom of the order, J.J. Connect coming up next.
J.J. Connect, he grounded out to third his first time up, as the Saints still trail 3-0 against the Conejo Oaks. So runner at first, that is Mandela with 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle, it'll get through for a base hit. Mandela will hold at second, and it's a 2-out single by J.J. Connect.
Yeah, C-nice single right there by J.J. Connect. Puts it really in a tough spot right between Hewitt and Falskin. Falskin does a good job to try to get over there, but rather than taking an error, kind of lets it roll into center field, and Mandela holds that second.
Brings up Lane Hayworth back to the top of the order here in the 4th inning. 2 outs, still a 3-0 lead for the Oaks, but back to that situation where the Saints have a chance to change the game, and there's a strike on the inside corner. Well, the Saints, you know, they've really had an up and down season so far. They were on, at one point, a 5-game losing streak with 3 of those losses to the Blues and 2 to the Foresters. That one misses down and inside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, they're 2-3 in their past 5 games. 9-3 at home. They've been able to protect home field for the most part. The Oaks looking for their 3rd road win of the season.
1-1. Misses inside for ball 2. Yeah, the Oaks, their 2 games that they've won on the road were against the Arroyo Seco Saints as well as the Santa Barbara Foresters. That would be, you know, following the June 24th win against the Saints. It would be on June 27th, a few days later. 2 balls and 1 strike to Hayworth, 2 on and 2 out. Umlin deals, and it's fouled off to the right side. It's an even 2-2 count. Yeah, the San Luis Obispo Blues, that is a team that the Saints have not been able to beat this season. Even getting shut out by them once in what was a 3-0 win for the Blues back on June 19th. So it's a 2-2 count on Hayworth. Umlin deals. That one is ripped foul.
Yeah, the past 2 seasons, the Saints have made the playoffs. Lost in the first round last year to the Orange County Riptide. And then in 2023, they lost in the championship to a former California Collegiate team, the Healdsburg Prune Packers, now part of the Pacific Empire League.
2-2, 2 on with 2 outs. Payoff from Umlin. Runners go, a swing and a miss. So Hayworth goes down swinging to finish off the 4th inning, and Umlin with his 7th strikeout. We now head to the top of the 5th inning. Stay tuned. Here we are in the top of the 5th inning here at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field as the Oaks will come up to bat, and Cade Falskin leading things off, top of the order for the Oaks, as Tyler Herges enters his 2nd inning of work for the Saints. First pitch to Falskin. A high fastball that misses upstairs, 1-0. Well, for the Oaks, Alex Umland working on a game high in strikeouts and counting. He's at 7 right now. And there's a fastball that misses upstairs for a ball.
Yeah, and he's also pretty much dealt through traffic in every single one of those innings and has come out unscathed, and see how much longer he stays in the game. He's pitched 5 innings twice already.
High and outside fastball. Yeah, I would have a good feeling about him going for a 5th inning. So the wind is starting to kick in here in Pasadena, as Falskin looks at a strike to make the count now 3-1. Well, the Oaks, neither team has scored since the 1st inning. The Oaks the only team that has scored so far. And Falskin takes ball 4 high and outside. So a leadoff walk to Cade Falskin yields way to Jacob Galloway now.
Yeah, he's 1 for 1 today, and he got all over that pitch by Ballantyne back in the 3rd inning that led to a stand-up double. Sent it pretty much to left center field, and he's going to look to continue on a strong day. He's already reached the bases twice in his 2 at-bats.
Jacob Galloway steps on with a runner at first and nobody out. Herges deals. There's a fastball that hits the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Well, Galloway, he walked his first time up. He doubled in the 3rd inning. And it was that walk, really, that's been the game changer in this game so far, early on. The 0-1. Misses just a little bit off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, you could really say just that 1st inning alone has been the true game changer. It's the separating between the Oaks winning or it being a tie ball game. So the Oaks look to potentially add more runs here with Cade Falskin at first base and Galloway at the plate.
1-1 is a strike on the outside corner. It's 1-2 now on Galloway. Yeah, the Oaks scoring in that 1st inning the way they did, certainly off to a strong start, and the 1-2. Galloway swings and misses and goes down via way of the K for a strikeout for Herges, and that would be his 3rd.
Yeah, it's actually his only 5th strikeout of the season for Jacob Galloway. He has been extremely efficient at the plate. But right there, Herges wins the battle.
Nolan Johnson looks at a ball downstairs, off speed there from Herges. Well, Johnson, he doubled his first time up and would score on a 2-run home run by Tyler Holly. He struck out his last time up in the 3rd inning. 1-0. Fly ball in the air to right field near the line. Joey Milto is able to make the catch to take in out number 2.
Yeah, Milto pretty much had to move all the way to the right field line to get that out. Brings up
Landon West for the Oaks. He is 0 for 1 with a sac fly and a strikeout. He's played a significant role in this game, delivering that first RBI for the Oaks back in the 1st inning. And he looks at a strike. Some little mini loop there on that pitch from Tyler Herges. No balls and 1 strike on Landon West with 2 outs in the 5th inning. He looks at a ball upstairs, 1-1. Well, Falskin at first, we know he has exceptional speed for the Oaks.
Yeah, 4th on the team with 4 stolen bases.
Takes one downstairs for ball 2. If he can get a good enough jump, this might not be the worst time for stolen base, although I'm sure the catcher Canet is on the lookout. That's in the dirt, and Canet has trouble containing it, but Falskin did not see that. Even if he did, that would be a little bit of a stretch. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count on Landon West with 2 outs. And he lines one into center field for a base hit. Falskin holds at second, and it's a 2-out single for Landon West as he now brings up Tyler Holly.
Good piece of hitting right there by Landon West, continuing a strong week that we've seen from him at the plate. First time on the bags today.
Holly is 2 for 2 on the day with a 2-run homer and a single. Yeah, his homer to dead center field back in the first inning. A little bit to the right of the Jackie Robinson Field scoreboard. And he fouls that one straight back, 0-1.
And I don't know if it's anything serious. I will say we just saw Alex Umland walk past our broadcast booth, which looked to be one of the Arroyo Seco Saints trainers. I don't want to speculate, so I don't know exactly what injury is, but he is currently kind of in the bullpen area for the Saints.
Misses downstairs for a ball. Yeah, I saw them walking by, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Alex. And so, yeah, hopefully we'll have an update soon. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 on and 2 outs. 1-1 to Holly. Off speed, hits the inside corner for strike 2. Jake Schwartz waits on deck for the Oaks. One ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs and 2 runners on. Holly looking to add another run for the Oaks. One, 2. Strike 3 called. So Holly goes down looking, and Tyler Herges with his 4th strikeout. And we now head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still 3-0 Oaks. We'll be back. We now enter the bottom of the 5th inning, so Alex Umland's day on the mound is done. He goes 4 shutout innings, and we hope he's okay. We saw him walking out and wonder if he wore or tired himself out. It could have been a form of fatigue or something, but his day is done, and he is relieved by Luke Caceres. And the first pitch on the way to Trotter Enright, a fastball a little outside for a ball. Caceres 1-1 on the season so far. He has struck out 6 batters, allowed 13 hits, 8 runs. One of the returning members of the 2024 Conejo Oaks Championship team. Takes a fastball inside for a ball.
Yeah, I think this is the pivotal part right here for the Oaks. We've seen really starting pitching over the last 2.5 weeks be very strong, but when the relief comes in from the bullpen, that's where we can see some of their leads slip away. So Caceres with a important job right here to keep really no bleeding at all. And yeah, for Alex Umland, we'll hopefully get a word. I mean, he's still on the Saints side of the field, and so right now, no word.
3-0, misses in the dirt for ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk to Trotter Enright.
Yeah, not the ideal start that Caceres wanted.
Well, that'll bring up now Jax Ryan, who was 0 for 1 on the day. He was hit his last time up. And Trotter Enright taking a sign from Aaron Milam at third base. First pitch, a fastball strike. And speaking of which, so Aaron Milam, the head coach for the Arroyo Seco Saints, will be the head coach for the CCL South in the All-Star game this coming Wednesday. And David Solis will also be on the coaching staff for the South Side, as the 0-1 on the way. Ryan looks at a strike off speed that catches the corner.
Yeah, I should say that like any hour by now we should get a reveal of the South Division CCL showcase team. The North has already been released, so just waiting for a few more, I guess, additional names to be added.
The 0-2. Misses inside, goes behind Galloway, and Trotter Enright takes second base, and that's again a situation where Galloway takes him about maybe a quarter of a second to realize, oh, the ball's going past me.
Yeah, luckily for him, Alex Umland has been very efficient when he's had or has allowed runners on base, but those mistakes do add up, and we've seen them this week where mistakes have cost the Oaks. Hoping this one doesn't cost them.
Fouled off to the left side, right by the Saints dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the lights have come on at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field. And we started on time, so there shouldn't be an issue with lights going out early or during the game. A swing and a miss. So a strikeout of Jax Ryan, second time he's struck out today. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, big time pitch right there.
That brings up Jacob Freer, who's 1 for 2 with a single. With 1 out. And Freer looks at a fastball outside. Well, Alex Umland just passed by us. Just walking by, didn't get not enough time really for specific words, but got the bump from him, so I'll take it.
Yeah, it seems like he's in good spirits. Doesn't seem anything major. Said he was good to his family, who's in the fan section today.
1-0. Freer looks at a high fastball, 2-0 on the Saints second baseman. The Saints with Trotter Enright at second base. Saints, their biggest chance they had to score was in that first inning when they put 2 runners on with nobody out. Freer fouls that one away, and a couple innings later they had 2 runners on with 2 outs, so another chance to score there, but you know, certainly costly to not be able to cash in when you have a chance to do it, when you're in a situation where you could trade an out for a run.
Yeah, they've had a handful of opportunities to do so, and the guy that just walked past us, Alex Umland, has been able to work through that and keep them scoreless as of now.
2-1 to Freer. Fastball on the outside part of the plate for a strike.
Yeah, good framing job right there by Jacob Galloway. Pulls in that a little bit high of a fastball, but gets the strike call.
2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Enright at second. Two to Freer. Fastball outside. It's now a full count on Freer. Cody Turner will wait on deck for the Saints. He's struck out twice so far. Full count with 1 out. Trotter Enright at second. 3-2. Strike 3 called. Freer took that one right down the pipe. Not really sure what he was looking for, but takes a strike 3, so there's now 2 outs, and Galloway will go out to the mound to talk to Caceres.
Yeah, another good pitch sequence from Caceres that pretty much freezes Jacob Freer. And so now with Cody Turner, who, like you already mentioned, he's 0 for 2 today, has 13 hits on the season. He's batting .302. Another chance for the Oaks to leave Saints runner stranded.
Cody Turner, yeah, we've seen him come up twice with 2 runners on with 2 outs. So both situations equally as pressurous for him. As he lifts that one in the air to left center field on the first pitch. Heading back is Schwartz to the wall. He's able to make the catch by the warning track. Still a 3-0 Oaks lead as we are through 5 innings here at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field. Stay tuned.
Number 32, Jake Schwartz.
We head now to the 6th inning here at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field, and Tyler Herges' day is done. He does a good job. He throws a couple innings of shutout ball, strikes out 4 batters, and he yields way to Chris Hernandez-Videz as Jake Schwartz takes a fastball strike on the lower part of the zone. Well, Chris Hernandez-Videz making his 7th pitching appearance this summer. He's got an 0.75 ERA. He struck out 10 batters on the season so far as Schwartz fouls that one backwards. He's now got an 0-2 count. Well, Chris Hernandez-Videz, a rising redshirt senior at Azusa Pacific, spent his freshman through his junior years at Cal State San Bernardino. He redshirted his junior year. And he takes that one low for a ball.
Making his 3rd appearance versus the Oaks. Just one of his 10 strikeouts has come against the Oaks. That was the game on June 15th, an 11-2 loss.
Schwartz takes one in the dirt, and Chris Hernandez-Videz has allowed 9 total runs, and 8 of them were unearned.
Yeah, that kind of speaks more to the defensive side of things for the Saints.
2-2. Misses low and away. It's a full count on Jake Schwartz. Schwartz is 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out and a strikeout.
And, you know, I'd like to have a conversation with Chris Hernandez-Videz. His favorite sports teams are the Dodgers and the Celtics. How does that even happen?
I'm speechless. That one is fouled right off of Schwartz's foot. Yeah, that's just out there.
That's out there, yeah.
I mean, my athletic coach in high school is a Dodgers fan and a Magic fan.
You know, it's actually funny. Yesterday, I met someone, a mutual friend, who was born in Boston and a Lakers fan. Some people, man, you don't know.
No.
You don't know, you know? I mean, he said he's just a big LeBron fan. I'm like, your team has the most championships in NBA history.
It's like, how can you be a convert over? Well, I don't know. That's a full count on Jake Schwartz. Popped up right side on the outfield grass, Jacob Freer. He makes the catch. 1 out.
Jacob Freer.
Yeah, that ball was sitting up in the air for quite some time.
Brings up Brady Hewitt for the Oaks. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a pop out and a walk. First pitch. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0 on Brady Hewitt.
Well, the real game-changing plays have really just come from Tyler Hawley and Johnson and Galloway really in that first inning.
Chopper, slow roller to second base. Freer will throw to first. He just got him. Very close play at first base.
Strong base running there from Hewitt. I mean,
Oh,
really
yeah.
gave it his all right there. And yeah, like you said, it was a soft chopper, so it really had Jacob Freer, the second baseman, have to really move infield to field that play, and he just did it in the nick of time. But really, I mean, Hewitt provided all the stress on that play.
Now brings up Jax Jimenez, the center fielder for the Oaks. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a strikeout.
Now batting on the right side for the first time today, or second time today.
Popped up right side, foul ball. Jimenez hit his home run against the Saints. It was a couple weeks ago on June 25th at George Sparky Anderson Field. And he takes that one low for a ball.
We don't have the exact number of how far that went when it comes to the actual distance because it hit the netting back at George Sparky Anderson Field, but I think that was the hardest hit home run we've seen from an Oak this season.
Chop to the right side. Levi Medella is able to take it on the hop and step on the bag. A 1-2-3 inning for Chris Hernandez-Videz. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still 3-0 Oaks. We'll be back. Here we are now in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Saints will come up to bat. Joey Milto leading things off.
Yeah, he's been held hitless today. Both times by Alex Umland, who struck him out, and also a ground out to short.
First pitch. Misses downstairs for a ball. Yeah, Milto, certainly a strong bat leading the Saints in home runs, as you mentioned, and very useful defensively as well in the outfield. 1 ball and no strikes. Caceres deals. Takes one low and outside for ball 2. It's 2-0 on Milto.
Well, still 4 innings to play with for the Saints, but they're going to have to start capitalizing with runners in scoring position if they want to even make this a ball game. I mean, they've done a good job getting on bases.
There's a fly ball in the air to right field, dug out by Milto. To the track is Veal, and he makes the catch.
Well, it's a well-struck ball by Milto, but Isaac Veal pans all the way over to right center field to make that play.
Yeah, and that was a low pitch, too. Milto had to dig for that one. That brings up Jackson Reed. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single his first time up. Reed with just 2 total hits now on the season. Getting the start in left field. First pitch from Caceres. Misses downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Maluk Caceres, the season that he has had so far, making his 7th appearance. His win came against the Saints on June 25th, the last time that the Oaks have hosted the Saints. He went 2 innings, 2 shutout innings that game, allowed just 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 2. 2-0. Misses high and outside. It's 3-0 on Reed. Showing bunt, pulling it back, and it's outside for ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk to Jackson Reed brings up Levi Medella. Well, Levi Medella 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out and a walk. The Saints have really been held quiet. The most noise that they've made really was in that first inning when they put 2 on with nobody out. Even had 2nd and 3rd with 1 out.
Yeah, that was the first 2 batters we saw of the game.
So Reed at first with 1 out. Misses low for a ball, 1-0 on Medella. Well, Levi Medella, most hits he's gotten in a game was against the San Luis Obispo Blues on July 1st when he went 4 for 5 at the plate with 2 RBIs. That misses low for ball 2. It's 2-0 on Medella. He has only been hitless in 2 games so far this season. It's been a very consistent bat in the lineup for the Saints. 2 balls and no strikes with Reed at first. And he takes one low and away for ball 3. It's a 3-0 count now on Medella. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Saints offense has yet to make a lot of noise. Showing bunt, pulling it back, and it's a strike in there. It's 3-1 now on Medella. One out here in the bottom of the 6th. Reed at first, not taking an exceptionally large lead. 3-1, a swing and a miss. It's now a full count on Levi Medella.
Yeah, that swing kind of came in late right there from Medella. Probably wants that one back.
Full count, runner at first. 1 out. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Medella not able to lay off that low pitch there. And there's now 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning.
And Caceres does a really good job of working back from a 3-0 count to get the strikeout. Now 2 outs for the Oaks.
Brings up J.J. Cannett with Reed at first, and now 2 outs, still a 3-0 lead for Conejo. That's in the dirt. What a scoop that was. Oh, looks like it just went below Galloway. I actually thought he was trying to deke the runner there.
Yeah, a little bit. I thought he almost probably had it in his glove, but it just laid right in front of him, and luckily for him, doesn't allow the base runner Jax Reed to advance.
1-0. There goes Reed. Throw down to second, not in time. So Jackson Reed is able to swipe second for his 2nd stolen base of the season.
Yeah, 2nd of the day today.
2 balls and no strikes with 2 outs. Caceres steals, and it's outside. It's 3-0 now on Cannett, so a little more pressure now on Caceres. A walk here would put 2 runners on with 2 outs.
Yeah, we saw him just work back from a 3-0 count last time. See if he'll do it again right now.
3-0, there's a strike on the lower inner part of the zone. 3-1 now on J.J. Cannett. Lane Hayworth waits on deck for Arroyo Seco. 3-1 with 2 outs. Caceres steals. There goes Reed. Pitches high for ball 4.
Next is number 19, Lane Hayward.
So it's a 2-out walk to J.J. Cannett. And Lane Hayworth steps to the plate. He doubled his first time up, and since then he has struck out twice. And out to the mound goes David Solis, the head coach for the Conejo Oaks.
Yeah, 2 walks this inning, rounded by Caceres. And it looks like it just might be a conversation as he's talking to both Galloway and Caceres, and it's a quick one.
Solis has been with this team for almost 2 decades now. He joined the team as an assistant coach in 2006 and had a quick transition to manager. He has led the Oaks to both of their state championship victories in 2018 and 2024. So Lane Hayworth steps in there with runners at first and third with 2 outs. The crowd has not had much to cheer about tonight for Arroyo Seco, as there's a fastball that misses inside, 1-0, and not that it's an exceptionally large crowd today, but people kind of spread out all around. 1 ball and no strikes. Reed and Cannett the runners. Pitches down and in, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, a little bit of problems with control in this inning for Caceres. But really just needs to dig in for 1 more out.
Check on Cannett at first. He gets back safely. It's still 2-0 on Hayworth. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. 2-0 on the way. There's a fastball that hits the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. Yeah, you look at the scoreboard, you see 11 zeros total. As that one misses low, it's now 3-1 on Hayworth. Well, a walk would certainly give Caceres a lot of trouble here and may even spell the end of his outing.
Yeah, already those 2 walks in this inning.
3-1. Fastball outside, and that'll load the bases. So the Saints now have the tying runs on base.
Trotter and Wright.
Brings up Trotter and Wright, and Solis will go back out to the mound. That's going to be it for Luke Caceres. So Caceres goes an inning and 2/3, and we will have a pitching change here. We will step aside for the moment. So Luke Caceres' day is done. He yields way to the lefty Jake Thrift, making his 3rd pitching appearance this season. We last saw him on July 6th in the Oaks' 8-1 victory versus Philippines Baseball Group, in which he threw 2 shutout innings, striking out 2, allowing just 1 hit and 2 walks. So he steps in to face Trotter and Wright, a lefty-on-lefty matchup here. First pitch is a fastball that hits the upper part of the zone, 0-1. Well, it's Jackson Reed at 3rd, J.J. Cannett at 2nd, and Lane Hayworth at 1st. The bases full of Saints. The 0-1. Check swing, it's a strike on the outside corner, 0-2 on Trotter and Wright. And Wright certainly has a chance to do some damage against the Oaks. He represents the go-ahead run. The 0-2. Low and outside. Galloway able to save that one.
Yeah, that ball just got away from Thrift, who has 4 strikeouts on the season, 4 walks, and 2 hits allowed in those 2 games that he's played. I saw him July 6th.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Payoff from Thrift. In the dirt, it's blocked by Galloway.
Yeah, good job by Enright right here to fight back in the count, now make it even 2-2 after being down 0-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases full of Saints. 3-0 Oaks. Big pitch, 2-2. In the dirt again, and it's now a full count, so Trotter and Enright able to work the count from 0-2 to full.
Yeah, and some of this has been on just Jake Thrift really getting out of the zone on these past 3 pitches. He came in with 2 fastball strikes.
Runners will be going on this pitch. Here's the payoff, 3-2. Enright takes ball 4, and with that, the Saints are on the board. It's now 3-1 Oaks. So now the go-ahead run is Enright at first.
Yeah, that's now 3 consecutive walks between Caceres and now Thrift.
That run belongs to Caceres, though. And so that'll now bring up Jax Ryan. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He's also been hit, but he has a chance to do some big damage. He fouls that one away. 0-1. So now it's Canet at third, Hayworth at second, and Enright at first with 2 outs. 3-1 Oaks. Jake Thrift delivers the 0-1. Misses down and away for ball 1 to even the count.
Thrift spent his freshman season at Santa Barbara Community College. Currently undecided for his sophomore year.
1-1 misses downstairs in the dirt. It's now 2-1 on Ryan. Well, Saints continuing to really starting to pull all the way through the Oaks' pitching. This is the only run they've scored so far. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed, and that's a strike that Thrift needed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some help from Jax Ryan there, because big difference between 3-1 and 2-2, especially in a bases loaded 2 outs situation. Bases full of Saints with 2 outs, 2-run ball game. Here's the 2-2. Misses down and away, so it's another full count here on Jax Ryan. The last 3 batters have walked. A walk here would make it a 1-run game. The runners will be taking off on this pitch. Payoff pitch. Ground ball foul to the right side, right against the Oaks dugout. Boy, this is some big time at bats that the Saints are getting, as Jax Ryan is putting up a battle of his own against Jake Thrift. Jacob Freer waits on deck should it reach him. The 3-2. In the dirt, ball 4. It's a 1-run game. The ball's still live, but everybody goes 1. Oh, but it's thrown away from Jake Thrift, and to the plate comes Trotter Enright, or Lane Hayworth, and we are now tied at 3. Boy, that was an unfortunate play for the Oaks, and that is the last thing it's bad enough that four batters in a row walked, but to then have the errant throw from Galloway, and you see him looking down right there. It's tied at 3.
That was just sloppy baseball from the Oaks right there. And, you know, it's been this week where their own defensive mistakes has really cost them. And right there, just another example is...
Oh, what's this? Trotter... Oh, it looks like the umpire is saying the catcher called time.
Now the head coach, Aaron Millen, he's going to have a mouthful for the home base umpire. But while they figure this whole situation out, this is just, I mean, you know, the Oaks have, and that's the thing. I mean, they come out strong. The starting pitching is really strong. But then it's these defensive mistakes that, you know, I mean, really, at the end of the day, the Oaks have really allowed the Saints to come back into this game.
They really have.
You know, the Saints we've seen now multiple times with runners in scoring position not able to capitalize. And the Oaks said, well, here's a few free gifts. And that has really put this game now tied at a 3-3 ball game. And
the umpires are getting together to discuss the logistics of the last little action, because I believe Galloway had called timeout.
it looked like he had called time. And Jake Thrift, I mean, the way he looked on the mound was that time was called. I mean, he wasn't preparing for a pitch. He was taking his time. And then the base runner at second base is Trotter Enright. I mean, took it as an opportunity to steal, and Thrift didn't even really turn around. He didn't even recognize that Enright was on the way. And after discussion, it looks like Enright will retreat back to second base. And so now tie ball game.
There have been 5 walks this inning. There hasn't been a hit this inning. 5 walks is what this has come down to. So Jacob Freer, a chance to give the Saints the lead, bases or first and second, 2 outs in a tie game. Takes one in the dirt. Galloway to first, not in time, and you know, not a bad attempt there by Galloway to try to pick off Jax Ryan the way this inning has gone. It is a 1-0 count on Freer, and looks like Ryan may be in a little bit of distress.
Yeah, just a little bit of pain on that slide back. He's not stepping off, and he's going to take time. Yeah, I thought it was interesting when Jacob Galloway had the ball and he threw it to Jake Thrift, who came at home plate. Thrift tried to catch it with his bare hand rather than the glove side, and promptly let the ball roll into pretty much the mound. I mean, it's not just Thrift. I mean, there's been a collection of defensive mistakes in this inning.
That hits Freer. And so the bases are again loaded. One might think that run would have scored anyway.
And now what a bad inning is for the Oaks is becoming a nightmare.
Yeah, that's 5 straight free passes. And that'll bring up Cody Turner, who, you know, the Saints are feeling he's due for something.
Yeah, he's 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts and a pop out to left field. And now it's anyone's ball game.
Yeah, he is 0 for at least his last 8. That one is fouled away because he went 0 for 5 yesterday against the Waves. He was waiting for his moment. This is it here. No balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs. A tie game at 3. 0-1 from Thrift. That one is fouled straight back. No balls and 2 strikes. So Thrift has Turner where he wants him.
Yeah, and he's got to take advantage of this. We've seen Cody Turner down on the count before, and he does get antsy at the plate wanting to get a hit. So Thrift should be knowing this and try to make, you know, Turner really chase for a hit that he potentially wants.
Grounded to the right side, fielded by Johnson. He steps on the bag, so the game remains tied. And the Oaks wake up from a nightmare in the bottom of the 6th inning. And we have a tie game at 3 as we head to the 7th. Stay tuned.
Hit number 2, Isaac Field.
Top of the 7th here at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field. The Saints tied the game in unearned fashion. We saw in that bottom of the 6th inning, it was 5 walks and a hit by batter that led to 3 runs. So Isaac Veal leads off the 7th inning for the Oaks as tied at 3 and looks at a strike downstairs. Well, up until that inning, we had not seen the Saints get off to any kind of, noise at the plate. They finally, they've changed this game. The 0-1 swung on and missed. It's now 0-2 on Isaac Veal.
Yeah, Christmas came early for the Arroyo Seco Saints, and it's one of those innings where you talk about just the consistency at the plate. We'd seen the Saints put runners in scoring position.
That one is fouled right against the fence in our direction, but of course we have the fence in front of us. So an 0-2 count on Isaac Veal with Cade Falskin waiting on deck. The 0-2 swung on and missed. 3-pitch strikeout as Hernandez Vides gets Veal to chase that high fastball. 1 down.
Yeah, we'll see how the Oaks respond here.
So Falskin, he is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a fly out and a walk, as he faces Chris Hernandez Vides for the first time today. Yeah, Hernandez Vides pitched a 1-2-3 6th inning. He's done well as Falskin bunts it to the right side, a push bunt, pretty good, and he's going to be safe as Medella was not in a position. Well, that ball was caught right in between Chris Hernandez Vides and Levi Medella, and it's just really a caught in between play. And Falskin, that was a beauty of a bunt.
Yeah, how about them wheels? And he pretty much had a foot race with the ball itself, and he outran the ball, and he also ran out Chris Hernandez Vides. And it kind of was funky that Medella actually came off the plate or out off the first base. Pretty much resulted in Cade Falskin winning both the foot race by both the player and the ball.
Check on Falskin at first. He gets back safely, and Jacob Galloway is 1 for 2 on the day, a double, strikeout, and a walk. Runner at first with 1 out. First pitch. High fastball, misses for a ball. 1-0 on Galloway. Well, if you recall back to June 24th, Galloway hit his home run, 2-run shot right here at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field. 1 ball, no strikes with Falskin at first and 1 out. There's a fastball on the outer part of the plate, 1-1.
Yeah, that led to the first road win of the season for the Oaks.
Nolan Johnson waits on deck for Conejo as Hernandez Vides steps off, and J.J. Canet will go out to talk to him.
And yeah, that was just the thing I was talking about earlier. I mean, you look at the first 5 innings, and you earn unearned runs pretty much in that 6th inning. But I mean, they had put runners in scoring positions through walks and singles. And that was really an inning that the Oaks just almost kind of let go. But we'll see how they respond. And with a tie ball game now, anything could truly happen. But with Jacob Galloway at the plate, he's someone who certainly makes lots of noise with a team leading 20 RBIs.
1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out, and Falskin at first. Galloway bunts it to the left side. That's another great bunt. Throw to first is in time. Throw to second, and Falskin is able to get back safely, but a sac bunt by Jacob Galloway moves Falskin over to second, now with 2 outs.
And that was really close. Falskin lucky to get back. That was a heads-up play from the first baseman, Levi Medella. And yeah, another good play right there by Jacob Galloway. It's not all about getting the hits, just moving the base runners along, as he now brings up Nolan Johnson. So
Falskin at second with now 2 outs. Nolan Johnson, He doubled back in the first inning. First pitch misses upstairs for a ball, 1-0.
And a double right now would bring home Falskin.
Oh, looks like they're actually going to intentionally walk Johnson to get to Tyler Holly. A very interesting decision because...
Did they remember the first inning?
And Holly's next at bat? Oh.
It is Landon West.
I apologize, it's Landon West at the plate.
It's now the second time this season we've seen an Oak intentionally walked. Devin Wilkes got rocked by the Academy Barons a few weeks ago.
So Landon West at the plate. He singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2 with a sac fly and also a strikeout, and he takes one inside for a ball. So it's Falskin at second and Johnson at first with 2 outs.
Well, West is 1 for 3 today with an RBI. Certainly had a productive day yesterday, went 3 for 4.
1-0. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike on Landon West. Two on with 2 out. Oaks have a chance to regain the lead here. One on the way is fouled straight back, so a 1-2 count on Landon West. Pressure on him to come through in the clutch. One and two with 2 outs. 2 runners on base. 1-2. That nails West. Looked like it got him right near the foot. Bases are now loaded with 2 outs, and now Tyler Holly will step to the plate with the bases loaded, the one guy they want up.
It's now the 4th time this season that Landon West has been hit by a pitch. That one's going to sting. He took a fastball straight to his left foot. And unfortunately, he doesn't really have a lot of protection on the left foot. He has protection on the calf. And he's walking that one off as there's time called right now at first base. Curious to see, maybe they put in a pinch runner for him, but he's going to shake it off and be a warrior like Mulan.
Good one there. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Tyler Holly has already hit a 2-run home run on the day. He is 2 for 3 with a long ball and a single. Swung on and missed. He was ready to fire away right there.
Oh, the big at-bat right here for Tyler Holly.
No balls and 1 strike. Bases full of Oaks with 2 outs. Falskin, Johnson, and West. The 0-1. Another swing and a miss. 0-2. Well, that is how you want to start off the at-bat as a pitcher, especially against an intimidating hitter like Tyler Holly. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away, so Holly will get another life. Well, Holly, with his power, he could make this a 4-run game. Oh, 2 outs, bases loaded, tie game. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Second time Holly has struck out today. And it's time to stretch here at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field. And we're still tied at 3. Here we are in the bottom of the 7th inning. Saints looking to get out in front against the Oaks. They tied the game in the bottom of the 6th without a hit.
Yeah, and the Oaks are just going to want to forget everything that happened in just the last 2 innings, pretty much, being the bottom of the 6th and the top of the 7th where they loaded the bases.
So Jake Thrift has a chance to redeem himself here in this bottom of the 7th inning. He faces Joey Milto, who looks at a fastball strike on the outside corner. Well, upon coming into the game, Milto had allowed a couple walks and a hit by pitch, as there's a swing and a miss. He was able to record the last out, you know, as Caceres had gone an inning and 2/3. It's 0-2 on Milto. Thrift deals, a swing and a miss. So Jake Thrift sees his first strikeout of the night. 1 down.
Yeah, 3-pitch strikeout at that. And, you know, it's interesting. The first at-bat that we saw him face was Trotter Enright, where he got up in the count 0-2 and then kind of fumbled it away and led to a walk and then kind of led to a carousel around the bases that eventually allowed the Saints to score 3 runs. And right there, Jake Thrift really locked in on that 3rd pitch and got the strikeout.
That one is fouled off of Jackson Reed as he took his swing. The carousel around the bases, estimating probably about 15 to 20% the size of the carousel of the Gas House Gorillas from Baseball Bugs in Bugs Bunny. No balls and 1 strike. With 1 out, Jackson Reed looks at, they say he offered at the pitch.
Yeah, no short of chirpage from the Arroyo Seco Saints dugout, which is custom now that we've been here for another road game.
They do it when the Oaks are home, too. As that one misses low and away for a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, in fact, the last time the Saints and the Oaks played, there was 3 Saints, well, I should say 3 Saints team players thrown out of the game, 1 being a manager and 2 players.
Well, Jackson Reed definitely went at that pitch, and there's a throw down to first to complete the strikeout.
So 7 pitches from Jake Thrift in this inning. He's got him 2 strikeouts.
Now brings up Levi Medella. The first baseman is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. A lefty on lefty matchup here against Jake Thrift.
Now it's really baseball under the lights here on a Saturday night with some band music in the back.
Chisholm has that one misses low and away for a ball to Medella. So Jake Thrift has been able to strike out the first 2 batters of this inning as he deals the 1-0. Misses low and away. It's now 2 balls, no strikes on Levi Medella.
Medella today 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout.
2-0. Swung on and missed. A little bit of a late swing there by Medella. It's 2-1 on Levi Medella. That one is ripped to right field down the line, and it's a fair ball as it goes to the corner. And
I think it might be a ground rule double.
I think so too, yeah. We do have part of the Oaks dugout blocking our view. So it is a double for Medella. He's on second.
Well, that's a big play right there from Medella, who keeps the Saints alive and a potential to take the lead.
J.J. Cannett, the batter. Fouled straight back against the fence.
Yeah, unsure if it had bounced over the actual fence or maybe gone out of play. There's a lot of room actually from the right field line to pretty much what the rest of the park here at Brookside Park.
There's also a few little fence openings in the outfield. It could have gotten stuck. The 0-1 misses upstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. I think the most bizarre circumstance I've seen of a ball getting stuck, it was actually in the 2019 NLDS when it was Jock Peterson who drove a high fly ball to left field that landed right in the wall, as weird as that sounds, in left field. It hit this little fence padding against the wall and he ended up at second with a double, but that was just one of those odd plays. 2 balls and 1 strike on Connett with Medella at second. 2-1. Popped up right side. Nolan Johnson is able to make the catch. We're through 7 innings, and it's still a 3-3 ball game. We head to the 8th inning. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Here we are now in the top of the 8th inning. Jake Schwartz leading things off for the Oaks, looking to get something started. He is 0 for 3 on the day with a fly out, a strikeout, and a pop out. And he gets his first looks here. The 8th inning, and he looks at a strike on the lower part of the zone. Well, this is the second time he's batted against Chris Hernandez-Vides as he came in the 6th inning. He's in what he hopes to complete his 3rd inning of work. The 0-1. That one is smacked high and deep to right field. Back at the wall. That ball is gone. Touch 'em all, Jake Schwartz. He rips a solo shot to right field, his 2nd home run of the season. And the Oaks take the lead 4-3.
What a way to start this inning. And that's now the first run since the 1st inning for the Oaks, and he just crushed that to right field. I mean, that was no doubt off the bat.
I would hate to be that ball. As the Oaks in front by a run now, Brady Hewitt steps to the plate. Shows bunt, pulls it back, looks at a ball upstairs. Yeah, I mean, if only we had our wonderful trackmen, Colin and Liam, here with us. That ball was crushed. You could hear it. 1 ball and no strikes on Hewitt. Chris Hernandez-Vides deals. Looks at a strike on the upper part of the zone, 1-1.
Yeah, it's now the first time we've seen 2 Oak batters hit a home run in the same game.
It is. And Jake Schwartz is the third Oak to hit 2 home runs in this season. 1-1. That one swung on, and Hewitt may or may not have gotten a piece of that one. It's now 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Brady Hewitt. With nobody out. Pitch on the way. That one is chopped foul. Jax Jimenez waits on deck for the Oaks. Yeah, it looks like Schwartz has definitely put some relief of momentum back in the Oaks' favor. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hewitt. Nobody out. Pitch on the way. That one is fouled away.
Yeah, that's Jake Schwartz's second home run of the season, like you mentioned, but it's also his second in less than a week. Just last Sunday, hit a home run versus the Philippines baseball group at George Sparky Anderson Field.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. So Chris Hernandez-Videz gets his 3rd strikeout of the night. Strikes out Hewitt. And that'll bring up Jax Jimenez. Jimenez is hitless so far, 0 for 3 with a couple of groundouts and a strikeout. There's 1 out here in the 8th inning. A great baseball game under the lights Saturday night. There's a grounder to the left side fielded by Jax Ryan. The throw to first in time for the 2nd out. That now brings up Isaac Veal. Yeah, and the odds not necessarily in Schwartz's favor either in that at-bat with a lefty-on-lefty matchup. So Veal at the plate with 2 outs now, 1 run across for the Oaks. Veal bunts it in the air to the left side. It drops in front of Ryan, and he can't pick it up. So Veal is at first with 2 outs, and that was some kind of bunt by Veal. It was a bunt straight in the air, and it dropped in front of Jax Ryan, and he could not get his fingers on it.
Yeah,
so Veal is at first.
He shot like a bullet out of a gun running from home to first base. I mean, the bunt was perfectly executed, but that base running, man, I mean, even if Ryan had potentially picked it up, I mean, Veal was pretty much all the way to first.
Any way you could get on, right? And Cade Falskin now at the plate with Veal at first and 2 outs. There goes Veal. Pitches upstairs. Throw down to second. Safe. Stolen base for Isaac Veal. That would be his 4th of the season. He's yet to be caught stealing. So it's a 1-0 count on Cade Falskin with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Chris Hernandez-Videz looking to end his 3rd inning of work and likely his last. 1-0. A bunt attempt by Falskin. He committed, just as he did recently to San Luis Obispo.
Smooth.
It's a 1-1 count on Falskin with Veal at second. 1-1 on the way, and it's a fastball outside, 2-1. Great speed on second base with Veal. A single to the outfield could pretty easily bring him home. The outfield is up, though, in anticipation of a single for a chance to get him, should the time come. 2-1. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. It is strike 2. The umpire, I think, Initially had thought in motion for strike 3, but it's a 2-2 count now on Cade Falskin. Galloway waiting on deck. 2 outs and a runner at second. 2-2 to Falskin. Fouled away. So still a 2-2 count on Cade Falskin. Veal, the runner at second, with tremendous speed. Falskin would like to keep this inning going and even bring him home. The 2-2. Grounded to second. Freer takes the hops and throws to first for out number 3, but the Oaks take a 4-3 lead thanks to a solo shot over the right field fence by Jake Schwartz. We head to the bottom of the 8th. It is 4-3 Oaks when we come back.
Leading off the Arroyo Center Saints, number 19, Lane Hayward.
Saints will come up to bat here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be Lane Hayworth leading things off, the top of the order for the Oaks, or for the Saints, I beg your pardon. Hayworth is 1 for 3 on the day with a double. He struck out twice. He walked his last time up in that walking carousel in the 6th inning. And he looks at a strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Well, Jake Schwartz's home run is the game definer play right now.
The 0-1. Off speed, misses high and away for ball 1. Well, Damon Villa on the season so far. This is his 8th appearance on the mound. He has allowed 6 runs on the season. As Hayworth looks at a strike on the outside corner, it's now 1-2 on the Saints center fielder. His leadoff double in the 1st inning. Thought it might build momentum. 1-2, a swing and a miss. A nasty changeup from Villa to get Hayworth 1 down.
Yeah, it's a strong start for his 8th appearance on the mound. Looking to build off.
Yeah, Saints chasing just 1 run right here. Certainly still got a chance to come back. And it's going to be Trotter Enright, the shortstop, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and 2 walks. As Oaks have 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch. Swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike. Trotter Enright was one of the batters who walked in that 6th inning. Misses just a little bit low for ball 1. It's an even 1-1 count on Enright. One on the way. Misses downstairs for ball 2, a 2-1 count. Well, Villa coming into this game with a 4.32 ERA. 4 of the 6 runs he has allowed have been earned. 2-1. Misses upstairs. It's now a 3-1 count on Trotter Enright. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Villa deals. There's a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. It's a full count now. Three balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Villa delivers. Ground ball to second. Nice play by Falskin. Throws to first. Beautifully done by Cade Falskin. Fielding that ball up the middle, the backhand play, and making an off-balance throw on the run with his momentum, taking him the opposite direction of first base, but he's able to get the out.
How do you do? Cade Falskin, what a play on the run to get the second out. And it's now back-to-back days where we've seen Cade Falskin rolling to his right and making a throw with accuracy to Nolan Johnson.
Here's Jax Ryan. Looks at a first pitch strike on the inside corner. Well, Ryan is hitless on the day. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, but he's also been hit by a pitch and he's walked. Off speed, misses a little bit inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two outs, 1 ball and 1 strike. And Villa steps off. 1 ball, 1 strike, now with 2 outs. 1-1 on the way. Line drive to left field, that's down and plenty of trouble as it heads toward the corner. Jax Ryan hustles into second with a 2-out double. And he holds there representing the tying run.
Yeah, great piece of hitting right there from Jax Ryan that just drives it down the left field line. Puts in a kind of a tough spot as Schwartz has to get all the way over there and make a play.
So Ryan stands at second with 2 outs, and Jacob Freer steps to the plate. Galloway will go out to the mound to talk to Villa. Well, the Saints definitely have a chance to change the game here with Ryan at second base and the way he can run. Freer could definitely drive him home with a single to the outfield.
I have to say, I'm looking closer. I don't got binoculars with me. It might be Ethan Gonzalez now out in left field.
I think it's a different right fielder actually, and perhaps Veal has moved to left. Well, it's 1-0 on Jacob Freer. Still Jimenez in center. Ground ball back to Villa. Picks it up, tosses underhand to first. Good work by Damon Villa. Shuts down the Saints in the bottom of the 8th. And we now head to the 9th inning. Stay tuned. Well, here we are in the top of the 9th inning. Jacob Galloway, Nolan Johnson, and Landon West due up for the Conejo Oaks. As Galloway leads things off, and something of shock, Chris Hernandez-Vides is still on the mound. I thought Saints might have taken him out after that inning as he allowed the home run to Jake Schwartz, who is now out of the lineup. As Veal made the switch from right to left and Danuitz took over in right.
Yeah, now pitching in his 4th inning. So not a entirely fresh arm on the plate. Yeah, let up that home run. And also a single back in the 8th inning.
So Jacob Galloway steps in there. He is 1 for 2 on the day. He laid down a sac bunt his last time up as he takes the ball downstairs. Off speed there from Chris Hernandez-Vides. Yeah, Hernandez-Vides entering his 4th inning of work. Looks to complete it. We'll see what becomes of this inning, as it's a 1-0 count on Galloway. 1-0 on the way. That one is ripped right into the glove of Jacob Freer at second base. 1 out.
Yeah, good piece of hitting, but just right place, right time for Jacob Freer. It's now down to 2 outs for the Oaks if they want to add any more insurance before heading to the bottom of the 9th.
And boy, could they use it, especially after what we saw almost unfold in the bottom of the 9th inning the last time these two teams played here. So Nolan Johnson steps to the plate with 1 out. Ground ball to second. Freer will throw to first. 2 outs. Well, Chris Hernandez-Vides certainly off to a good start in this 9th inning. He seems to have recovered from his 8th inning hurdles.
Yeah, just has to get 1 more out right here. And the order will be Jacob Freer, Cody Turner, and Joey Milto up for the Saints in the bottom of the 9th.
Landon West with 2 outs here in the 9th inning. There's a line drive, base hit to right field. So West is on with 2 outs with a single. Try getting that one, Jacob Freer.
And that's a good piece of hitting right there by Landon West. Jumps on the first pitch that he sees. And now brings up Tyler Hawley, 1 of 2 Oaks with a home run today. And I mean, certainly the Oaks wouldn't mind a second.
Yeah, Hawley delivered the 2-run home run back in the 1st inning. He has also singled. His last 2 plate appearances, he struck out. So runner at first with 2 outs. There's a fastball strike on the inside corner, and for the first time tonight, Lucas Danuitz is waiting in the on-deck circle.
It's also the longest Chris Hernandez-Vides has gone this season. He's got nothing more than 2 innings, up to 4 today.
There's a fastball upstairs for ball 1. Yeah, he's been outstanding on the mound today.
Yeah, I mean, really outside of that home run, he's dealt through some traffic. Has 3 strikeouts.
1-1. Misses high and outside. It's ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Tyler Hawley. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Oaks would love to get some more insurance, and they've got a chance to do that here. The 2-1. High and outside. It's a 3-1 count on Hawley.
Yeah, good patience right here from Hawley. Still an opportunity for the Oaks to add some insurance. I mean, would probably take a home run at this point to take Landon West home, but if he can at least move him, and Lucas Danuitz due up next, another strong hitter for the Oaks.
3-1 with 2 outs and a runner at first. 3-1 on the way. They check down at first. He did not go, so it's a 2-out walk. Puts runners at first and second with 2 outs. And that brings up Lucas Danuitz batting for the first time today. And looks like Jonah Dawson is going to pinch run for Landon West.
Yeah, putting a little more speed on the bags for the Oaks. And Daniewicz this season batting .250 with 20 hits, 10 RBIs. An opportunity to add to both of those categories here.
And we now have both Cal Lutheran players for the Conejo Oaks into the game, with Dawson at second and Lucas Daniewicz now at the plate. He gets his first plate appearance here in this game. He's batting .250 this summer. He's got 20 hits this summer for the Oaks, and he looks at a strike that hits the inner part of the plate, 0-1. Well, Daniewicz just graduated his undergrad bachelor's degree from Cal Lutheran, and he will be continuing his education, pursuing his MBA, and he has one more year of eligibility on the baseball team as he pops that one up foul. Medella running over. He's not able to make the catch. So it's an 0-2 count on Daniewicz with Dawson and Hawley on the bases.
The Oaks searching, or I should say seeking, their third road win of the season. It'd be their potentially second win at Jackie Robinson Field.
No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs and 2 runners on base. 0-2. There's a fly ball that goes foul to the right side. Still an 0-2 count on Daniewicz. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The 0-2. Misses outside for a ball, 1-2. Daniewicz from Riverwoods, Illinois, putting up a nice at-bat against Chris Hernandez-Vides.
It's another tightly knit game in the 9th inning for the Oaks.
1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Misses downstairs for ball 2. It's an even 2-2 count.
Yeah, good fight right here from Daniewicz.
Yeah, Chris Hernandez-Vides 1 out away, but he's not done yet. He still has to take care of Daniewicz. 2-2 with 2 outs. Pressure is on Daniewicz and Hernandez-Vides, the 2-2. And it looks like that got Daniewicz possibly by the elbow. So base is now loaded with 2 outs, and it may be awfully tough for Chris Hernandez-Vides to crank it up right here.
You don't say. It's interesting. We have not seen... Okay, well, words just taken out of my mouth. I was going to say, before this mound visit, we had not seen Coach meet at the mound for the Saints.
We'll see if Chris Hernandez-Vides continues or exits. He has certainly been, I would say, the strongest arm on the mound for the Saints by far.
Yeah, I'd say Tyler Hurgis also had himself a strong day. I mean, overall, I mean, it's really just been 2 home runs, 1 from Holly, 1 from Schwartz. And
yeah, Hernandez, I mean, he's gone the longest for the Saints. Well, the bases are now full of Oaks with 2 outs and Brady Hewitt at the plate. Chopper to the left side. Jax Ryan has the charge and throw quickly. It goes over Medella's head. Dawson scores and Hawley scores. Daniewicz coming to the plate. The throw is high and Daniewicz scores. Unbelievable. Brady Hewitt has cleared the bases with a soft chopper to third. And the Oaks have blown it open in the 9th inning. It is 7-3.
Well, the Oaks got a gift in return from the Arroyo Seco Saints as Jax Ryan's throws just goes flight mode over Medella's head and allows, base clearing. And well, how about that for the Conejo Oaks, who now come with a 3-run 9th inning and a lot of comfort here.
So Hewitt is at second with 2 outs. It's now a 4-run lead for the Oaks as Jax Jimenez fouls off the first pitch he sees. And this game has been returned upside down.
Yeah, great fight here from the Oaks, who realized they missed an opportunity yesterday versus Santa Barbara Foresters and responding extremely well off that base clearing by Brady Hewitt.
Misses inside to Jax Jimenez, and tough scenario now for Chris Hernandez-Vides. He has allowed 3 unearned runs this inning. He's been doing a great job, but it's really just falling short with the defense, and of course he did allow the home run last inning as Jimenez may have broken off a piece of his bat. We'll get a new bat. He's got a 1-2 count against Chris Hernandez-Vides.
Off the fence.
So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Brady Hewitt is at second. He cleared the bases with a soft ground ball. A 1-2. Chopper to Hernandez-Vides. He finally wakes up from a nightmare. And we head now to the bottom of the 9th. The Saints need 4 to tie and 5 to win. We'll be back. Bottom of the 9th inning, last chance for the Saints to come back against the Conejo Oaks as they are down to their last 3 outs to avoid falling into a 2-game losing streak. Cody Turner first up for the Saints this inning, hitless on the day. He is 0 for 4. Braden Lowe on the mound as he deals a strike on the outside part of the plate. Well, Braden Lowe making now his 11th appearance on the mound. He's got 3 saves this season. He's 1-1. His 1 loss came in that walk-off victory the Barons dealt against the Oaks as Cody Turner grounds a base hit up the middle. Well, Cody Turner, he was due big time for a hit, and he got it there.
Yeah, comes in a critical time as the Saints trailing 7-3. Certainly a guy with lots of power at the plate now, but he is 0 for 4 today.
So Joey Milto will step to the plate. against Braden Lowe. Well, Milto, he's 0 for 4 on the day. Cody Turner at first with nobody out. First one from Lowe. Fly ball in the air to left center field. Isaac Veal is able to make the catch out there in the gap. 1 out.
Yeah, 1 pitch, 1 out right there. Certainly a guy that has struggled today at the plate.
That brings up Jackson Reed now. Reed is 1 for 3 on the day with a single. He struck out swinging his last time up. So Turner at first with 1 out. Johnson not holding him on. Misses down and away for ball 1. Yeah, well, Jackson Reed, his single came back in the 2nd inning. The Saints are not out of this game yet. There goes Turner, swung on and missed, and Galloway will let him steal second. So it's now a 1-1 count. That's Turner's 5th stolen base of the season. 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. That misses outside. It's now a 2-1 count on Jackson Reed. Well, all 3 of the Saints' runs came in that disastrous 6th inning for the Oaks. Turner at second, 1 out. 2-1 to Reed. Misses low and away. It's now a 3-1 count. Well, Braden Lowe laboring through this 9th inning to try to finish it out for the Oaks. Here's the 3-1. Ground ball left side, in through for a base hit. Turner will hold at third as Isaac Veal launches that ball to home plate. Well, it's 1st and 3rd with 1 out. And with 1 swing of the bat, Levi Medella could make this a 1-run game.
Yeah, good piece of hitting right there from Jackson Reed.
That's his 2nd hit of the night.
Yep, the 3 hits on the season. And coming in a costly time. Already has 1 stolen base on the day, so certainly Lowe and Galloway have to keep an eye on that.
So Levi Medella with runners at the corners and 1 out. Braden Lowe looking to finish this off for the Oaks. First pitch. Medella looks at a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. The Saints went quiet the first 5 innings of this ball game, then they cranked it up in that 6th inning. The 0-1. That's in the dirt. It goes to the backstop, and Turner will come to the plate. And it's a 3-run ball game as Jackson Reed goes to second. Well, that one went right underneath Galloway. And Cody Turner, he saw his opening.
So now down to just 3 runs.
And if you're Levi Medella right now, you're just thinking, get that ball to the outfield on the grass and try to bring Jackson Reed home. It's a 1-1 count. There goes Reed, and Galloway will let him go. So Jackson Reed with his first stolen base of the summer. So he's on third now with 1 out. So now Medella could bring Reed home with a sac fly. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lowe delivers, and he fouls it off to the left, right against the Saints dugout.
Yeah, ideally, if you're the Saints, you do want to try to keep as many outs that you can. And so sacrifice fly would obviously bring home a run, but I do think if you're Levi Medella, you really just want to put this in the field of play.
Not as much pressure to bring Reed home, though, as just has to be a single anywhere to the outfield. 1-2, that one is ripped. And Falskin is able to make a one-hop play. Throws to first. Johnson is able to keep his foot on the base for the second out as Reed does come across to score. It's now a 2-run game. 7-5 Oaks.
Yeah, Falskin got lucky that Nolan Johnson is 6'6". I mean, the throw kind of went a little bit high. Johnson able to keep his foot on the bag and get the out. Well, Medella does his job, does bring home a run, but it's down to just one final out, and it's now the bottom of the order, J.J. Cannett.
J.J. Cannett with 2 outs. 1 for 3 on the day. Misses upstairs for a ball. Yeah, and that, I think this makes that error from Ryan hurt that much more, because if he doesn't make a bad throw, maybe Hewitt's still safe, but just 1 run at least, give or take. There's a swing and a miss. It's now a 1-1 count on J.J. Cannett, as the Oaks are 1 out away from getting back into the win column. It would be their 18th win of the season. 1-1. Cannett chops it to the right side. Johnson takes it, tosses to low at first, and that'll do it. Oaks win 7-5. They advance to 18-9 on the season, and the Saints with an even 13-13 record. They have dropped their second straight. And what a game it was here at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field tonight, as the Oaks take first out of 2 games 2 days in a row that these teams will face against each other. And we welcome you to our broadcast table, which is of course much darker than it was the last time you saw us. But Oaks took care of business, a 7-5 win for Conejo. And I think really today, walks and errors were the main difference on the day. And also, you know, a couple of long balls, home runs by Tyler Hawley and Jake Schwartz. But you know, you just got to give credit to the way this game turned in the Oaks' favor today.
Yeah, this is the type of game that you really hang your hat on, especially for the Conejo Oaks. I mean, this was just team baseball from the pitch into the offense, in a way to respond from adversity. You talk about that 6th inning where they allowed those 3 runs, 3 unearned runs. It was just, like we talked about, a carousel around, but the Oaks were able to respond. We saw that Jake Schwartz home run, and I think that has been the story for the Oaks this season. It hasn't been the flashy plays. It's been the team baseball. It's been when they have adversity in front of them, they're able to come back and hit it in the mouth, and they did that with now their 3rd road win of the season. They've now won 2 games here at Arroyo Seco State Baseball home stadium, Jackie Robinson Field. It's got to feel good, and they'll play them tomorrow.
Oaks will feel good heading into tomorrow with a lot of momentum for a 1 o'clock matinee at George Sparky Anderson Field at Cal Lutheran. Alongside Judo Kanyas, I'm Sammy Fawn. I want to give a big thank you to our spectators.